Hey everyone, Sim Farmer here and welcome back to Mars the Mission by Farmer Bob for episode 2. So in the first episode we got lime spread on 9 of our 15 fields. We then put grass into 2 of them, oats into another 2 and then finished off with sunflowers in 2 further fields. The grass we'll use for hay and silage. The oats we'll use at the grey mill for flour, which we'll then use at the bakery to produce bread. And then the sunflowers we'll use at the oil mill to produce sunflower oil. So that'll give us a nice good start for the productions that we already start with. So the plan for today is to get those 6 fields liquid fertilized so they can get their final application of fertilizer and get their yield up as high as we possibly can, which will be 95% for the first harvest, as we did not mulch or roll those fields. We then need to get the last 6 fields spread with lime, so that will be all 15 fields spread with lime, and they will last 3 harvests before we need to do that job again. And we'll also get 3 fields planted with cotton. That way then we can make use of the cotton harvester that we start with. The cotton modules we'll just sell to get us some extra cash, which we can then use to get some more equipment that we're lacking in, or upgrade some of our equipment and buy some of our first animals, which will probably be chickens, as we plan to put 2 fields of barley, which we'll then use for chicken feed, as chickens are fairly cheap to buy. We don't need to buy too many to start with, and then they will quickly reproduce and fill up the 2 chicken pens, which will then help us reach the target for the required amount of chickens to complete the challenge. So that's the plan for today. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so that's all of the 6 fields sprayed with liquid fertilizer for their second application of fertilizer. So that'll get their yield up to 95%. We can't get the full 100% this time, as we did not mulch or roll those fields, but 95% is better than nothing. So those will then continue growing until they're ready to be cut or harvested. So the next job is to get the last 6 fields spread with lime, and then we can get on with planting the cotton in 3 of those fields. Okay, so that is all the lime spread onto our 15 fields now. There is one tiny little strip down the edge of the one field that's missing some, but that's not going to hurt anything as it's such a tiny amount and we are completely out of lime. And I don't really want to buy any more just yet as we're down to our last 13,691. So the next job will be to get cotton planted into 3 of those fields. Then that can start growing, and once that's harvested we can harvest that using the cotton harvester we already have, and then we'll sell the cotton module straight away, and that'll give us a nice bit of income from that. We'll keep the spinnery for using it to produce process wool from the sheep when we get them, as I think that'll be far better than using the cotton, which will be more valuable to sell. So yeah, we'll go and get the planter and we'll start getting the cotton planted. Okay, so we're all out of seed now that we've purchased, so we'll have to take a little bit out of the seed drill to finish off the cotton planting. I'm not sure if we'll have enough to do the 2 fields of barley, but we'll get as much of those done as we can. I want to try and keep it that anything we do buy, we obviously don't get instantly, so we'll have access to any new purchases like seed, fertilizer or equipment the following month. That way it kind of simulates that product is being shipped to the Mars from Earth. So yeah, so if we do run out of seed, we'll just have to leave the field as it is, and then we'll buy some more for next time so we can then try and get the final fields planted with a different crop. Okay, so barley sowing is finished as we have now completely run out of seed. I will buy 4 more bags of seed, but as I said, we won't have access to those until next month at the earliest. So that crop will go into the first grow stage. I don't think it'll be worth filling in the last bits of those fields just because of the uneven growth. So we may as well just leave it as it is until after the harvest. So next time we'll probably have to skip through to when the grass is ready to cut and possibly the oats ready to harvest as well, as there's not really much else we can do now until then. So that'll give us a good start, then we can start getting our first harvest and grass cut, get some hay made, so we can then get some sheep, and then we can get some more production going as well from those. And we can also get the oats harvested, which will then allow us to get the grain mill up and running to produce flour, which then we can use at the bakery to produce bread, and then we can sell that. So that'll give us a steady stream of income from those. We'll also have the straw as well from the oats, which we can either keep or sell this time, as we're not going to be getting cows anytime soon, as they're the most expensive animal to purchase. So that will be one of the later ones we do. So chickens and sheep will be our priority for the animals to start with, and then we can look at pigs and cows a bit later on. So we'll leave it there for today. So we've got plenty more work done, some more crops planted, and we're making more progress towards our end goal of completing the challenge on this map. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, then please do consider subscribing. We've got more Farm Simulator 22 content coming up with the Zilonk series and also this series as well now, and the live streams once a week as well. So if you've not checked out the live stream, then come along, say hello and check it out. We're currently on Fairhead map in multiplayer. We do it once a week on a Thursday evening, 7:30 British time. So if you've not checked one out yet, then stop by and say hello. Even if it is just to jump in and say hello, we really do appreciate that. And it's always nice to get to chat to the viewers as well from the channel. And great, it would be great if we could see you there. So again, I'll leave it here and I'll see you on the next one. Take care and goodbye.